What is up, you guys? Welcome back to True Showmance. This is Clevver's official after show. And this season, we are honing in on the cultural phenomenon that continues to make waves. It is 13 Reasons Why, Season 2. Today, we're going to be jumping into talking about you guys, the fans, and your reactions, because let me tell you, the reactions are plentiful. Of course, as you can tell, if you're watching this video, I'm not alone. I'm with Liz and Drew.
Hello.
Weird.
We're here.
Me.
I know, it's good to see you guys.
Good to see
Hello.
you too. It's
Hello.
been a while.
It's been a while.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Anyway, though, guys, we also want to throw out, we are not mental health experts, nor do we have any kind of expertise on any of this. We're just kind of interpreting it as we watched it. And also, if you or anyone is struggling, you should definitely call the number on screen. It's the National Suicide Prevention Hotline. And the number is 1-800-273-8255.
Also, you guys, just a heads up, there's going to be spoilers in this video, and just so you know, because I hate when people spoil stuff for me.
But let's face it, I feel like you guys are like us. You've probably binge watched the show
In one day.
over the weekend, in one day, in 13 hours. Well, actually 13 hours
It
plus.
was more than that, yeah.
So change.
Yeah.
Yeah, and your reactions all over social media, I mean, even some of you that we've talked to out in the world, are pretty much jaw-dropping like ours are. So I'm going to kick it off with a scene that really, I mean, it's how the show essentially ends. And a scene that we can't stop talking about. It's Tyler's bathroom scene.
Nothing made me more uncomfortable. And it really kind of caught me off guard because I feel like by this time in the show, I wasn't like the biggest fan of this season.
Right.
And I wasn't like totally fully paying attention. And then all of a sudden it was like he started getting beat up. And I'm like, what's going on? And then it just really escalated very quickly to something way worse than I thought was.
For me, even when people get punched in movies or shows,
Makes
I get uneasy. So, like, just him getting hit on the sink, I was already not looking, but it went left. But I mean, as gruesome and awful as it was to watch, I think it's good that they showed it to us just because this actually did happen. Like, someone said, they tweeted that this happened at their high school.
Wow, and I think we actually
same
have a tweet that we can throw up on the monitor right now that you were referencing, Drew, from Bray Alnett, who said, all y'all are pissed because Tyler got sodomized with a broom in 13 Reasons Why. But this happened at my former school to a kid I know, and the person just kind of goes on to elaborate. But do you guys feel like the fans think this scene was going too far?
Well, so my opinion on it even is just, I don't doubt that it does happen. And I don't think it was a problem that it was like a plot point in the story. But I didn't think that they needed to be quite so graphic. They could have more like alluded to it and not actually had it be like, you saw a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like it didn't leave much up to the imagination.
At all.
And I think in certain pieces of TV and film, that is kind of okay, depending on what it is. But I think this is marketed towards like potentially troubled children. Not children necessarily, but like teens.
But young
and I'm like,
people.
that's like kind of a...
It makes it a little more questionable. A lot of you guys were even saying that you were like telling your friends like about the scene before, like maybe look away if you're not ready for it.
And they do put an extra warning in the beginning of that episode, but also this happens like 38 minutes in. So like,
you kind of forget about the warning.
like, and that's, I mean, I guess if you were like bypassing the original warning, then yeah, but almost feel like they should have had like another warning right before it happened.
Yeah, and people were even saying that this compared to the level of trauma that Hannah's suicide scene in the first season had on people. I agree, like I was just as uncomfortable.
Yeah.
They were both very heavy.
Speaking of heavy, we definitely look to the fans to get some reactions on the almost school shooting scene at the dance. What did you guys think about the fan reactions?
A lot of people were saying that, again, this happens, but then the context of it all, because this happened, it came out the same weekend that there was a shooting in Texas, so people were like, a little too close to home.
To play devil's advocate for that though, it's like they're happening all the time. So there's not really like a week they could, it's not like they wrote that like the day that happened. Like they wrote that I'm sure before even the Parkland shooting happened. So it's, if you're gonna do something on it, it's hard to pick when there is a right time because it literally is happening every week at this point.
Yeah, and that's why fans, I think, were also reacting that they thought it was important to show a scene like this in a really relevant show that people can relate to and start a conversation, which is what we've been saying is the best part of the show. I'm gonna change it up. going to give you guys a glimmer of hope and love.
Oh,
fans,
I miss those.
all the fans. I know, I'm like, I feel so depressed. Just like we're all just the same. We were all shipping Alex and Zach, and so we're the fans. Let's talk about that.
I just think the relationship in general was so cute, even from a friendship perspective.
Yeah.
Like, he was just always there to help him. Like, he'd see him like walking down the hallway, and he'd be like, "Oh my God, let me get your bag." And then
Listen, I called it from the beginning. I was like, I think Alex is gay. I said, from when it started, I was like, I don't get why his was just. They're gonna reveal at some point that he's gay. And then because of because he shot himself, he couldn't feel the lower half of his body, so he couldn't get a boner. And the first time he finally got a boner was when he had skin-on-skin contact with Zach. So I was like, this is the reveal.
Show!
This is the reveal. And then it did happen, and I was like, wait a minute. Like I
But even they say it was like
wanted
the
it.
skin-on-skin contact with anyone.
No, but like
I don't know,
man.
It's very relevant.
I mean,
He was just, I felt so bad for him because he was just mortified. Like,
that would
you
be
could
really
just feel
hard.
like he did a really good job acting in it.
I just
'cause
said
it
that
was
would be
just so-
really hard.
Pun intended. But Zach was so nice about it, and he was like, oh man, like it happens. And then on top of that, he always helped him like in fights. He would help him walk to class. Like,
really sweet.
Zach is just truly the glimmer of hope we all needed, that we never knew we needed.
I mean, really, I think that isn't the only bad thing he did technically, like throw away
be
Hannah's
too good
compliments.
looking. Oh, that.
and he told his friend, she told him that he doesn't want his friends to know about her.
Oh, but that was more to defend her than anything else.
I don't know. That
I
bothered
don't know.
me.
I wouldn't have wanted to.
We have a tweet from a fan about this particular ship between Alex and Zach. It's Izzy who said, Alex and Zach are the most beautiful and unexpected pairing in season 2. A ship I would die for.
Wait, what's their name?
Oh, what is their ship name?
Lex.
Oh,
Lex?
Zelix?
I don't know.
Ack.
We need to hear from you guys. We need to hear from you guys. Please let us know what you think that ship name should be.
You tell we're tired.
Yes, we've just been watching too much TV.
I know, it's been a long week.
13
Okay,
hours and a half.
talking about another topic that I know we're all opinionated about here. It's of course just hating on Bryce and wanting more justice, like wanting him locked up. What were the fans saying, guys, that stood out to you?
I mean, me as a fan feel the same way as the fans. That
You are a fan.
I'm a fan. Bryce should have gone to jail. I was so mad. Whenever I saw his face on screen, I was just like, can you go somewhere? And then he got off on the case, and people were mad about that.
I'm still mad that he was allowed to go to the dance.
It
That
makes no
seems like the most
sense.
unrealistic of all of it for me.
It makes no sense.
It
Because
makes
the
no
3
sense.
months really was realistic, and that's what's sad about it.
It is. It's very true to life. And also, I've been thinking about recently the young actor who plays Bryce, like, what must happen to him when he meets fans of this show and this franchise when he goes out in public?
I'm sure
It
if
must
they're
be crazy.
fans of the show, then it would. I'm sure that they like approach him and like he did a really good job. Like,
It's a
he's
testament
good
to him as an actor.
Exactly.
If people hate you in real life because of a
You're
character
good.
you played, you're a good actor.
True,
You know?
with your silver lining.
Silver
I
lining.
love that.
Still can't stand you, Bryce.
But another thing that people were tweeting about a lot was the scene towards the beginning of the series. I can't remember what episode it was in. When Mr. Porter straight up choke slammed him in the bathroom.
Okay,
So
a little
sad.
aggressive, but like I appreciated it because he never did get the justice elsewhere. Then
Right.
like, yeah,
Right.
F him
super,
up.
super illegal and inappropriate, but
Right.
I was like, yes, score. Get him.
I was like, choke him.
Okay, something else that we've been talking about amongst ourselves at Clevver Studios, and I'm so glad to hear y'all have been talking about too, is the fact that Alex and Hannah's mom definitely were wearing the same wig.
It's funny.
For
1000%.
sure.
I
1000%.
didn't really notice until I saw it all over Twitter, and it was side by side. So I was like, oh my God, that really is the same.
I didn't notice until you guys started talking about
no,
it, and now I
'cause
can't
I
unsee it.
I knew the mom's wig like wasn't great. I'm like, Kate Walsh doesn't really look like that. That's not real for sure. But like, oh my God, Alex has got worse and worse. I felt like.
Well, his was the
It
cover
had
of
ma-
his
it's
scars.
a reason, exactly. What was Mrs. Baker's reason? Did she just?
You know when people
Did
go
it
through stuff,
change?
they just always cut their hair. I think that's a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, like when
Like
moms
cutting off
are
all
like,
the bad
I want to
ones.
be a mom now. Time to cut off my hair.
Yeah.
I think
Or
it
like,
was
I
more
went
of
through a
like
breakup.
my daughter killed herself, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
cut off
exactly.
my hair. But
Yep,
yes,
Yep.
I know we have a fan tweet that we have to throw up on the screen because I'm so glad to hear that you guys get us. This is from Love Alfonso Words, who says, Alex and Hannah's mother wear the same wig. Look at this photo!
I don't know, though. I've seen some more that are even more spot on. Like, this could have been maybe different.
I think they just turned it around a little bit, you know?
Like
Switched
it's
part.
the back of hers.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is uncanny. I wonder if they talked about this when they were on set. If we meet any of the actors, this is the first question I'm asking.
Maybe it's like an Easter egg for like their character's connection. They had to wear the
Maybe
same wig.
they're gonna start like hooking up next season.
I hope not. But
It's like a Mary Kay Letourneau story.
Or not. That's
Okay, so moving on to our next topic that had the fans rattled, we've got to talk about the ship that was Zach and Hannah.
People loved them together. Loved them. I have to say, they were really cute, but I didn't feel like...
You didn't like it that much?
Only because he was like, I'm not going to show you to my friends. That
It
killed
wasn't
it for
that.
me.
It was that, like, I think it was just his friends are awful.
You think it was to protect her?
Maybe
I think,
so.
it was, like, I think it was
Yeah.
to protect their relationship because he
Okay.
knew that they were gonna like be obnoxious and be the worst if they knew.
Okay.
It's like how Prince Harry and Meghan Markle didn't go public with their relationship for a while. It's very similar.
When you put
Totally
it
the
that
same.
way, Josh.
Absolutely.
And they had that Titanic moment. I keep seeing that still shot of the two of them where he's behind her, and it just looks like they're literally
They're, like,
on
on
a
the dock.
Titanic, like on the ship about to go down. We have a fan tweet though. Let's take a look at it because I'm just glad to see that you guys feel the same as us. It like makes me feel less alone in the world. Melissa said, I'm in love with Hannah and Zach together until I realize they can't be together. That little boy is all of us.
I mean, it makes me feel better if I can see it how like his friends are trash, so he doesn't want to expose his girlfriend to that. Okay.
Look at
There's
he's
the
happy. He
photo.
was not ashamed of her.
Those dimples don't lie. He wants to take her home to his mama.
People did say they go as far as to say that he didn't deserve a tape.
I don't think he did.
He was, out of all of them, the nicest one. I can't think of
Yeah.
something horrible that he
Also,
did. you
I
know?
forgot until I was making our character map, which, by the way, guys, if you didn't see, I needed to make my brain less confused, that Justin had 2 tapes.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He
Like,
did.
he
Yeah.
maybe even deserves 3, or Bryce deserves like 5.
Yeah.
And I don't think that.
Zach didn't really.
No, I thought he was just like made a mistake.
Yep,
And
exactly.
it was like such a smaller mistake in the scheme of things.
In the grand
Yeah.
scheme of things, which I think is also really reflective of the world in high school, is like everybody makes small mistakes. Some
True.
people make much larger ones. Also want to point out that character map that was just up on the screen.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You guys can click the link in the info section. You can have your own character map. You can print it out. You can share it with your friends and your mom so that you know what's going on this show.
Little charts.
Loved all of your reactions, by the way, guys. Keep them coming. Hit the comments. We want your fan reactions.
All of the
Also,
things.
I recommend that everyone go take a few days off from TV, maybe
Yeah.
screens. I kind of want to go on vacation. I feel like I need to boost my mood again. This has been a very draining experience.
Or just watch a cartoon. Something
yeah.
with
Nice,
happiness,
too.
you know?
Don't watch
Something.
Pixar's Coco because you'll be crying for different reasons. I love that movie so much though, but it just really triggered me. You guys, thank you so much for being a part of everything we do here at Clevver. Make sure to subscribe so that you can be a part of this entire True Showman's 13 Reasons Why situation. This has been really fun. I'm Jocelyn. This is Lils. This is Drew. Salutations.
Thank you for being here.
Bye,
today.
guys. But hey, don't go anywhere just yet because you need to click right over here to find out why season 2 was unnecessary and disappointing. You guys, we love you. But also subscribe to show that you also love us. And come back.